Shaun, you say in your book, at my heart, I am an imaginative futurist. And
Mm,
I absolutely believe we have the power to build and own what our future becomes.
mm.
In spite of everything that we just talked about and how heavy that is, how are you still able to be what you call an imaginative futurist?
Mm,
Well, it requires this country is exhausting, first off. Like, just let's begin there.
Right.
And this country has a way of squeezing all hope, all imagination out of you. And I
mm,
have always been, like to borrow a Disney word, like I've always tried to be an Imagineer in my
Mm,
own way. I see myself, even though I'm seen as an activist and an organizer, I see myself as a creative, and I'm always trying to dream of what a better future would look like for us. What does, it's some of I have behind me, and it's kind of overused, but the beauty of even the film Black Panther and the beauty of Wakanda, it had black writers, black producers, it was the first mainstream telling of an imaginative black future of what would happen if we created our own systems, structures, technologies, things like that. And that's part of what electrified us for it. But I try to do that on issues of justice, on issues of organizing. Like, I don't want to be bound by what we've done before.
mhm.
And what I know is to get wherever it is we want to go, it will require us to not just use constructs that we've seen before, but it will require us to really tap into to our own dreams and hopes and aspirations and imagination to define something beautiful that's possible. That's not easy. Uh,
No.
it requires for me it does require faith. It requires me also to sometimes disconnect myself from the horrors of all the things that we talked about to say, how could they do what they did to Breonna Taylor
yeah.
and us still think that this country could be better? And some of it is my training is as a historian. My undergraduate and graduate degrees are in history. And what I've seen throughout history is that even when society can get really, really low, and what I've learned is that societies can get lower than you could ever imagine. The transatlantic slave trade, the Holocaust, Rwandan genocide, however low you think society can get, it can go lower and lower. What I've seen is in all of those examples, I've seen societies climb back and
Mm,
communities and cultures rebound from horrible atrocities. And I think I don't want to compare our moment to other historical low moments, but we're
Mhm.
somewhere in that low spectrum of humanity. And I just believe that we can also rebound like we've
Right.
seen other communities and cultures rebound. We can do the same thing.